YB stays on your neck.
Yo, my dons, make sure you hit that like button, comment, subscribe, and obviously hit the bell for notifications. So as you can see on your screen now, Andy Margin Boo.
Gonna need $50 million. Gonna be on my terms. It's gonna be on my terms, even though I didn't get no choice in the location, even though I didn't get paid where I want to get paid, even though not one thing has been my choice.
You heard the recording there, listen. Andy Ruiz recording there. He admits himself, he didn't have not even a bit of say, not even one part of this contract, but still,
Gonna be on my terms. Al Gaiman.
all this sort of business. He was ranting and raving. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I always go back to that clip. But that for me was a classic. Whenever I'm feeling down, I put that video on, and I don't know. It's weird. So when I hear people say or make statements that they're 100, but he was 100% sure.
Gonna be on my terms.
He was gassed. He actually inspired me. I started believing. Let's get it right. It wasn't just the LDBC, the YB started believing. Oh, maybe he is going to be on his terms. It wasn't. The YB wasn't believing a squat. It was not even a bit of terms. It's going to be on. Not even one term. Yeah. No. Didn't go to LA once. Didn't go to Mexico once. You had absolutely no say. And afterwards, you thanked. Even though you had no say, you didn't ended up thanking the fact you had no say. Oh,
Yeah, I've always wanted to go to Saudi Arabia. It's my favorite place.
AJ made you love it. That's what he did do. AJ and his team made you love what you didn't want to do.
I'm not going. I ain't got no protection in Saudi.
You went from wait there. You went from not going. You went from it's going to be on your terms. You went from you ain't got no protection in Saudi to
I've always wanted to fight in Saudi.
he made you love it. He made you love it. You now love Saudi Arabia now, and rightly so. That contract made you fall into line nicely. That's what we do know. Anyway, I don't know. Honestly, I didn't even plan on doing that one. And that one there came out of nowhere. So, the topic of this video, Andy Ruiz has somewhat, I guess you could call it a bit of a call out, but he's set the precedent. He's explained what he's expecting to do in his future. He says here, no, something like that, but I don't want to look past Anthony Joshua. My eyes are on the prize with him. So after I win that fight, then I can fight Deontay Wilder or Tyson Fury. We're in the same team, so I think it will be good. Now, first things first, listen. Margin Boo. Yeah, never mind looking past you. This is the problem, you see. When people get a win, they get gassed off themselves. He thinks he's in control here. You get that? Like, as an example, when you hear AJ speak, you'll hear him say, Ruiz is getting it. Ruiz is getting it, but he ain't worried about Wilder and Fury no more. But Ruiz is doing all the things that, and he hasn't had it for long. To be in AJ's defense, yeah, people can say, oh well, he shouldn't have been focusing on Fury. He shouldn't have been focusing on Wilder. AJ's been doing this for so long. He's been chasing the man for so long. Ruiz only just got here. He's only just got here, and he's already talking about what he's going to do after. Now, I'm not actually a superstitious person. I don't think, oh, well, this means he's going to lose. This means he's going to be unfocused. Because I don't really care what he's doing. I know if AJ is on his job, Ruiz could have the hand of God up his ass, and he's still getting knocked out. If AJ is on his job, I don't believe there's a man born from his mother in 2019 who will beat AJ. That's just my personal opinion. If he's on his job. Now, if he's out here trying to be a giraffe, running backwards, sprinting backwards, trying to prove his Tyson Fury 2.0, then yeah, let's get something right as well. Let me say this now, so everyone's clear. If AJ moves backwards in this fight, he's getting knocked out. Let me make that quite clear to everyone. This is my opinion. Yeah? This is my opinion. AJ in his whole career has never moved backwards in his whole career. If I am wrong, please link me a fight and a timestamp. Show me one, just one, not two, not three. Show me one fight he moved backwards. Therefore, I don't need it. I've seen him win him going forwards. Why do I need to see him go backwards now all of a sudden? People tell me, oh, YB, AJ, he needs to jab. Oh, he needs to run backwards. Oh, he needs to box long. He's never boxed long. He's never moved backwards. Because you could argue, as an example, Dillian White was a come-forward fighter. He was an aggressive fighter. Why didn't people... Povetkin was an aggressive fighter. Why weren't people begging AJ to move backwards in them fights? Why did moving forwards in the Povetkin fight... Well, even though he wasn't the most forward, but why did moving forward in the Dillian White fight work? It worked because that's what he's good at. That's why it worked. And actually... This is something that I really want to... From now on, in every AJ or Andy Ruiz video, I'm going to mention this point because it's a great point. And I was talking about this... I was talking about Canelo. And talking about mindsets. And this AJ mindset... AJ needs to have the mindset that Canelo had versus Golovkin the second fight. In the first fight, Golovkin actually mugged Canelo off. Said, "Oh yes, you promised me Mexican style.
You promised me Mexican style.
You move backwards and you're very nice." That's what he was saying. Getting gassed about how Canelo was moving backwards. Anyway, he poked the bear. Golovkin, triple G spot. He kept poking. Anyway, little did he know that Canelo he weren't happy with that. And he came into the second fight, and this is one thing I really rate. Canelo, despite being a smaller man who moved up half a weight division, he held his feet and didn't take a back step against Golovkin. Didn't take a back step, held his feet. For the first, until he got a bit tired in the 8th round, he didn't take a back step. And I take my hat off to his trainers and his training team. Because their strategy was on point. You have to bully the bully. Never mind Andy Ruiz. Golovkin was known as the machine. Ruiz isn't known as the machine. Golovkin was... This is all the people saying that AJ needs to move backwards. Please explain to me why Canelo, the smaller man, was able to beat Golovkin in the second fight. I think he lost the first fight, I'll be honest. But the second fight, he more or less dominated that for me. If he hadn't run out of gas in the last 4 rounds, he would have stopped Golovkin, in my opinion. But explain to me why. AJ's the bigger man, by the way, as well. AJ's the bigger man. So with that in mind, Canelo, just despite being a smaller man, held his feet and bullied the bully. That's what you've got to do. That's what AJ's got to do. And luckily for AJ, as I mentioned, he's the bigger man. He's got the attributes. So I'm not asking for him to do what Canelo had to do. Canelo had to go against the attributes. He had to hold his feet against the bigger man, against the bigger punching man. AJ punches harder. AJ punches faster. He needs to march forward the same way Canelo did and hold his feet. That's the game plan he needs. And show Ruiz, I'm going to meet you in the centre of the ring. Go back and watch the Canelo Golovkin 2 fight. Canelo didn't... That was a perfect strategy. And that's how you have to fight these bully fighters. Similar to how Evander Holyfield beat Tyson. Marched to the centre of the ring, pointed to the floor, and he held his feet. And that's what you've got to do. You can't be going... Against these fighters, against Tyson, you need to know where they are. You got to be in front of them. You can't. The minute you start moving backwards, Andy Ruiz's knob will be rock hard if AJ starts running backwards. That invites him. Please come and get me. I'm running. That's what it does. You can't turn. As an example, tell me someone who was able to run. Tell me someone who pulled off running from Mike Tyson. Show me. Larry Holmes tried it, got knocked out. Let's be real now. He tried that. Oh, I'm going to run backwards. He tried it, got knocked out. Simple as that. He lost, to be fair. His pedigree helped him last 6-7 rounds, but he got knocked out the same way. Oh, my arm got caught. No, you got knocked out. That's what did happen. Never mind your arm. You got knocked out, boss. Oh, my arm got caught. No, knocked out. Sparko. 100%. Nothing to do with your arm. Yeah? It was to do with his fist on your chin. Knockout. And that's... Anyway, I don't know what... I don't know where that came from, but as I said, every video, just in pure hope that someone in the team hears this. Because that's what needs to happen. Canelo Golovkin 2. That's what AJ needs to be. Canelo, in there, feet stuck in the mud. This needs to be AJ's stiffest performance in terms of his feet. Literally, centre of the ring, planted, bent knees, and bang from there. Have him in front of you. Know where he is. Anyway. As I said, that rant had nothing to do with the topic of this video, but I'm going to do it every single video. It's going to be put in there until it's done. Anyway, so this Andy Ruiz cat is called out Wilder and Fury, and I'm actually, as I've mentioned before, Ruiz will be all over Fury, and in fact, just as I've mentioned a second ago, people say, oh well, Fury's too slick. If Fury was that slick, he wouldn't have gone 50-50 with Wallin. Ruiz's hands are too fast. Imagine what Ruiz would have done to Fury on the inside last night. And even regardless of that, even with Fury being like he was against Klitschko, Ruiz is too wide. He's so fat and wide. He's not going to leave the... Fury normally likes to, when he gets backed up to the ropes, he'll pivot out. But Ruiz is too wide. He literally cuts the ring off, physically cuts the ring off with his fat body. So Fury won't be able to escape out the corners. Fury likes to, when he's under pressure, he likes to kind of skeet out the back door, but he won't be able to, because Ruiz's body's literally 6 foot long. 6 foot wide, rather. There is no room to skate out. So when Ruiz walks him down, he's going to be stuck in the corner of the ring, taking shots, getting cut open again. That's what will happen. And I say this every time, but I'm going to say it again. Listen, the winner of AJ, I'm confident if AJ does what I'm saying, I might be wrong, but maybe he wins going backwards, and if he does that, fair play to him and his team. I'll take my hat off and say I was wrong. But either way, if AJ, whoever wins this fight, in my opinion, is going to be a deadly dude on the inside. He's going to be Mr. Inside. That's going to be it. So whoever wins it is going to be the creme de la creme of inside fighting. And with that in mind, Fury gets opened up because he can't fight on the inside, and Wilder gets opened up because he can't fight on the inside. The only risk for Ruiz would be against Wilder is that big right hand. But even then, Ruiz, to be fair to Ruiz got caught off AJ. Was it a right hand or was it a hook? I'm pretty sure it was a hook. No, he took the right hand. Ruiz took the right hand well. I'm pretty sure he got caught with a hook. I need to watch that back. Was it a hook or... I don't know. Either way, I'm pretty sure it was a hook. He got caught with it, put him down. I'm pretty sure it was the hook that gave him the Ghostbuster. Listen, he looked like he saw the ghost. He looked like he saw the Virgin Mary herself, man. 100%. Got clipped. He was like, oh, his eyes were like, oh, where am I? Oh. That's what did happen. That's what we do know. He got clipped. Didn't know what day it was, and then got up. I saw people in the comment section the other day when I said this. They said, oh, well, why me? Andy Ruiz, he knocked AJ down afterwards. Oh, yes. Listen, that was a clone in there. I told you before, that was a concussed. Not even, you know what? Let me make a specification here. Not only was that a clone, it was a concussed clone. The clone, it wasn't even just a clone in there. It was a concussed clone. Yeah, all his CPU was scrambled. They didn't put the right metadata in there. That's what we do know. Anyway, listen, I'll be intrigued to see. The last thing I'll say in this video is this. I'm actually going to be intrigued to see if this Wilder or Fury fight can be made, because we know Fury and Wilder didn't want no parts of AJ. So Ruiz says here, oh yeah, we're in the same team, so I think it will be good. This for me is going to prove what's what, in as much as if Wilder is a true pussy, he ain't going to want, if Ruiz beats AJ, he's not going to want any parts of Ruiz either. That's what we do know. But at the moment, when Ruiz is booked up, Wilder keeps saying, oh yeah, I'm going to fight the unification fight after this, and it's weird. But that also implies to me that, as I've mentioned myself before, Wilder has a particular AJ gives him nightmares. I don't know what it is about him. I don't know whether they've had some sparring session in the past. I'm not sure, but there's something about AJ that Wilder don't like. That's what we do know. There's something about him that repels him. He don't want no parts of it. And that's why he's coming across. Wilder keeps talking about unification with Ruiz. Why don't you want unification with AJ? Very odd. Especially when, as we know, AJ was the big fight. That was Ruiz. Ruiz versus Wilder probably does... After the second AJ fight, Ruiz Wilder probably does 500k buys. Tops. I'm talking 500k buys. Tops. That's what we do know. So that there is 50 million. So Ruiz and Wilder will probably make 10 million each, I'd have thought, from that. But yeah, about 10 million each they'll take from that. So Wilder could have made 40 million each for the AJ fight. It's just very weird, man. It's very weird. And that's what I keep saying. I remember months ago talking about this every day, but Wilder has deep-rooted fears about AJ. He has nightmares. Yeah? I've spoken to Wilder's physicians. They've all told me, my man's off the Prozac. He's off all them different ones. He's off all them different chemicals there, trying to get a good night's sleep, because AJ's in his nightmares. He dreams about this man. He dreams about the things that AJ is going to do to Wilder and his little skinny legs on the inside. That's the honest truth. That's God's honest truth of it. If you, man, want to argue the toss, that's your prerogative. That's your right to do that as a human being. I'm just telling you what the truths are. I'm just telling you what the information I've been given from Wilder's physicians. Simple as that. Andy Ruiz, I hate to be the nail in your balloon, but you're getting knocked out on December 7th, and then Fury and Wilder, they probably, to be fair, by the time AJ's finished with Ruiz, Wilder and Fury probably will fight him by then, because he'll be a bum. AJ's going to knock this guy into being a bum. After AJ's finished with this man, yeah, Ruiz is going to, everyone likes his combinations and whatnot. By the time AJ's finished with this man, he's going to have no combinations. AJ's going to hit him so hard in the head, he's going to forget what combinations are. He's going to turn him into a simpleton. Yeah? Ruiz will be like, what? He's going to be completely shot. I'm telling you now, Ruiz is going to be completely shot. If you thought Fury was shot on that last fight, wait till you see Ruiz on this next one. He's going to, so December 7th he'll fight, yeah? Everyone will think, oh, well, he took a loss, he got knocked spark out, never mind, he'll come back. And then in about March, April time, he'll go in there again, and he didn't have any legs before, but he's going to be completely shot. He's going to look like Joe Joyce in there. He's going to look like, bear in mind how quick his hands are. Watch how quick his hands are back in April 2020. He's going to be in slow motion. He's going to be shot.